Alright guys, and last but not least, I'm going to guide you through a very last quick example over here. So my equation, if you can see it, is negative x squared plus 5x. So again, this is still a quadratic. I have an x squared. Now notice I'm going to have a negative in front of it. So think about what that means about the shape of the parabola. Okay, so the reason I wanted to show you guys this, and that this one is not an optional, I do want to guide you through this one. It could be very tricky to get lost with this negative. So in fact, with the negative numbers. So let me guide you through the first number, -2. And let me go down here. So what happens when x is equal to -2? Now let me zoom in so you guys can see better. There it is. Okay, so here's my equation. Y is equal to negative x squared plus 5x. And again, when I'm doing this, remember, the only thing that changes is the actual x. So notice the negative is still here. Don't worry about changing any negatives. Just plug in your numbers. So negative still out here, but the x is getting replaced by a -2. So don't worry about these negatives yet. All I'm doing is replacing the x with a -2. Squared plus 5, and again, all I'm doing is replacing the x with a -2. And then as you can see, it's easy to get lost with these negatives, because remember, we still have our good old PEMDAS over here. So again, we have to use parentheses, exponents first before I'm multiplying. Remember, if there's no number in front of the x squared, technically there is one. It's like a secret 1 in front of this, or a secret 1 over here. So it's like in the optional video that I have over in my playlist. I have to do exponents first, this over here, the -2 squared, before I multiply these two numbers. So watch out for that. A lot of people, what they do is they just say like, oh, -1 times -2, that's +2 times, or +2 squared, and then that's 4. That's wrong. So watch out. I have to do the -2 squared first, and then multiply by -1. So let's try it out. So again, I'm going to do the exponents first. So first thing, I'm going to leave the -1 there, because I am not multiplying yet. And then I just have to figure out what -2 squared is. If you remember this from the first video, it's -2 times -2, so it's +4. Those negatives cancel out. And then I'm going to keep this over here, so 5, -2. I'm not multiplying yet, I'm doing exponents. So this is for exponents, and then I'm going to multiply. So now -1 times 4 is -4. So that's why we didn't multiply before. This has to be a -4. And then +5 times a -2 is -10. So watch out for that. And then I can subtract these two or combine them. Now watch out, it's a -4 minus a 10. I'm making it more negative. So this is actually -14, which is over here. So when I go on my table for -2, it's going to be -14. And then I'm going to plot this over here. So notice I have -1, -2, now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I ran out of space over here, but you guys can see that's going to be like way over here. Now, your assignment for, or I should say part of your assignment for today, is to finish this table. Let me zoom out so you guys can see better. As I zoom out. So your assignment for today, the first part, is going to be to finish this table and actually go ahead and graph this. Now again, as you can see from this one, you might need numbers that are a little bit bigger. So don't be afraid to do so. And then let me go ahead and write down your assignment down here. So your first part of your assignment, just go ahead and finish the the table and then graph it.